Shoes.
I'm doing both, all in one. You guys can do it by itself. Actually, you know what? I should probably demo it. I'm going to demo a long arm, then I'll demo a Munster. Just because what will happen is you guys will roll your long arm casts with these molds, and you don't need to do that. Alright, so what you're going to do is we're going to swing it away from here. So this cast, the parameters are the same as what you've always been dealing with in the hand, the wrist. Changes down here now. Now you got to go all the way up to 2 to 3 finger breaths from the axilla. And I want you to angle it as high as you can. You're always trying to get to his AC joint, which is way up here, which I'm not going to get. Also, some of the things a lot of people do is they over pad in the antecubital space. Don't do that. The olecranon is a problem, so I make sure I pad it well. But if you think about it, I have very little padding in the antecubital space. I'm liking. A lot of times patients also, you have to hold the patient. Lay them down, put their arm out to the side, kind of like what I made you guys do before. Right? In class, you guys can roll like this, but you have to be fast enough to where he doesn't get so tired. Now, on this specific cast, I will actually take and definitely use 3 for a posterior splint. Now, I will take my 4-inch roll and try to get the whole arm with the 1 4-inch roll. Gonna get your shoes wet now. Cool.
So nothing changes, we're just going up higher.
Yep. Your supination and pronation will, you won't be able to try to fool me. It's stuck. See how I'll angle up?
We obviously don't have to do struts, correct?
No, you don't have to do stretch, but you definitely need a posterior splint. And again, I like to cut it. I don't like to fold it. Oops, sorry. I only went through the web space one time with my twist. Oh no. Remember, I did everything on before it dries. My 3-layer palm will be stronger than your 15-layer palm. Definitely don't want any creases in the antecubital space.
You put them in a 90 degree?
90 degrees at the elbow. Your weak spots are the elbow. Now I got some time. I can go through the web space a few times. Take my time. You don't want a ding there. Now I'll take his arm, relax. Still plenty of time. Make sure I got my supination and pronation. I got my 60s handshake. I got my dorsiflexion. And I hold. Relax. Still plenty of time. I had more time with this than I did the ulnar gutter cast. This is only 2 4-inch rolls in a 5x30 splint. You guys will use like 4 4-inch rolls and tell me the arm is huge. I had to do it, his arm was big. Her arm was big. I'm telling you, that's what you guys are going to say. Now you know why I get it all done at the same time, because I just utilize my rolls a little bit better. I make sure I get coverage the first roll throughout. I mean, yeah, there's some casts where I can't do that. And it's definitely in that critical phase right now where I cannot move him. Now a Munster cast, you can make a long arm cast and turn it into your Munster cast. You will add molds to your Munster cast, or to your long arm cast, which I will ignore for a grade. A Munster cast doesn't have to go all the way up. It'll only go maybe mid bicep, maybe slightly even lower than that. But you have to get these supracondylar molds above the humeral condyles. You're going to be placing your fingers in there and molding around those condyles. And then you're going to trim it out in a way to where they can flex and extend, but can't supinate, pronate. Now, what are you going to treat with this cast, long arm cast? Which kind? Supracondylar fracture is very popular. Both bone forearm fracture is very popular. Distal radius fracture is very popular. Even humerus fractures mid-shaft. Mid-shaft humerus fractures will go into a hanging arm cast. What's that? It's got to use a collar and cuff. But a hanging arm cast is a plaster long arm cast that instead it goes up to the axilla, it goes right to the fracture site. So if it's a mid shaft, it goes right to the mid shaft of the humerus. Make sense? We will all do that as a one-timer. Meaning you're not going to get 3 tries, you're going to get 1 try to do it. We'll all do it together. Plaster is so easy to work with. All you have to do is just peel back the edges. And there's no reason why you should have unpadded edges. Hold on to that.